How's it going, guys? We are live from Moscow. It's 7 degrees Celsius, a windy day, and we are on our way to Red Square. Welcome to the live. Feel free to ask questions on the way to Red Square. And as you can see, it's a beautiful cloudy day. And I'm just going to be walking forward, onwards, towards Red Square. What do you guys think about the sights? Beautiful, right? I'm in Pushkin right now, and I'm on the way to Red Square. It's a bit chilly. Not too chilly, but there's a little tickle in the air. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. But we're probably going to live stream for like an hour or so. It'll take me 20 minutes to get to Red Square. And we'll end our live stream there. So buckle up. Feel free to ask questions. Enjoy the sights. And a lot of you guys complain about me not showing you how Moscow looks. Well, here you are. There you go. This is Moscow. Beautiful, calm, very, very amazing architecture. And every street has a different vibe to it. So right now, we're in Pushkinskaya. Pushkinskaya is named after one of the greatest poets of all time. Pushkin, of course. And I think on the way, I can show you guys the statue. On the other side there, you see that? There's actually a statue. You can't see it from here, but we're gonna walk downstairs and I'll give you guys a look. As a tourist, I'd recommend you to visit Pushkinskaya simply because it's an opportunity for you to view a part of history, Russian literature, see the views, look at Pushkin's statue, and there are also lovely restaurants and things around here. If you guys see in the background there, do you see the 9 there? 9th of May. That's the Victory Day flag. Flags, plural. And we're just gonna go down here. And we're gonna go to the other side of the road. So let's cross here. This is the metro. And usually you have to cross over if you're going to the other side of the street. Sorry guys, I lost you. We went down a hill. Here are the Victory Day flags. Proud and fluttering through the air. And there is our good friend Pushkin. Maybe I can give you guys a closer look at Pushkin. Sorry, we lost the connection. That might happen a few times because my VPN keeps on disconnecting. Have a look at that. That is the greatest poet of all time, ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Pushkin. And if you didn't see, here are the flags for Victory Day. See that? So yeah, the 8th and the 9th are public holidays. And there is Pushkin. And every single day, people actually come over here and they lay down flowers for him. If not the best poet of all time, who is? That's the question. Also, people will say Shakespeare. For me, it's Pushkin. I've read some of his English poems. Maybe I'm being very biased, but I feel like I'll probably understand the full extent after I speak some Russian. But there we go, Alexander Pushkin. And let me show you my view right now. So look over there. Those are the flags. Be warned, I might cut out sometimes, so the live might stop. Don't run away. Just wait for me to come back, because we are in Moscow, we are in Russia, so the VPN is not our friend. It isn't. Really not our friend. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to cross the street. We're going to go on our way to Red Square. Be patient with me, because there's a chance we might actually lose the connection occasionally. So just be patient. I promise you it's worth the wait. And there's a guy recording me there. I don't know if you guys caught that. It's a tourist. Russian people usually don't do that. But the tourists that come in, I'm pretty much a circus animal to them. So I love how he played it off. Oops, I gotta run. Look at that view. What do you guys think? I'm gonna zip up my coat here. This is Moscow. This is the place they tell you not to visit. What do you guys think? You gotta come on art. Also, on the end there, we've got some of the trucks they used to clean up the streets. Ah, red light. Over there we have a what is it called? Ah, we call them robots. I don't know why I don't call it a traffic light. Maybe it's because where I'm from we call them robots. So I had a little bit of a stutter there. Sorry, but look, now the architecture just changed. So you got this more modern-like style. And if you look in the background, do you guys see the Red Square from here? That's where we're walking to today. All the way to the Red Square. I was supposed to have an interview today. It got canceled last minute. So I decided to take advantage and show you guys around. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're just gonna go through here. This is one of my favorite streets because I feel like it's the beginning of brilliance. Every time I come to Pushkinskaya, I don't know, the view, the way that this place looks, is just unreal. And the restaurants here are also pretty good. And the sidewalk kind of has this olden style paving. You're gonna see more of it as we get closer to the Red Square. But here, there are some sites in terms of architecture. Nothing really amazing yet. But you know how they say don't hold your breath? Hold your breath. Because I promise you, Red Square is breathtaking. So, as we go onwards, very clean as well. Look at how clean Moscow is. I remember before I came to Russia, people told me Russia's an undeveloped country and the architecture sucks. I mean, I've been absolutely blown away from what I have seen the past year here. So yeah, it's pretty far. I don't know if you guys can see the Red Square from here, but we are on our way. Those flags over there are a symbol of victory, because yesterday was Victory Day and there was a victory parade. You guys gotta help me get to 10K subscribers so that next time I can live stream at the victory parade. A lot of people that are bloggers actually got a chance to live stream there, and they were in the front row because they are classified as journalists. So when you hit 10K in Russia, you basically need to check in with the government because you're basically considered as influential. You're pretty much a journalist. So some of my friends got to be in the front row. I'm waiting until I get the chance. But I need your help. So share the stream, share it with your friends, ask your friends to follow, subscribe, share to everybody you know so that the Afro Live can grow. And for those of you that are new here, I interview people in Moscow about their experiences, and I also do my own solo commentary. For my live streams, I've kind of turned them into a chance to show you guys how Moscow looks. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. It's really crowded here. So it's pretty far, maybe like a 20-minute, well, not far actually, this is close from Moscow. When people say a place is far and it's an hour away, you should tell them they're crazy when you're in Moscow, because an hour away in Moscow basically means it's close. Moscow is huge, and I think you guys can see that already. And we are currently walking to Red Square, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see a very nice view from here in a couple of minutes. I'm trying to let you guys soak in the scenes without speeding by, because, as I said, it's a walk through the streets of Moscow, right? Not a sprint. I'm more prancing, so to speak, if that makes sense. Gallivanting. Yeah, I'm gallivanting through the streets of Moscow. And I hope people don't feel awkward if I'm pointing the camera at them. I swear to God, I'm not. I'm just trying to show you guys my vision. So if you guys are enjoying the view, hit me with a like, a subscription, possibly even if you want to send a super chat. That would help a lot. Kind of motivates me to get out of bed and walk down the street. This is my city, guys. I can just walk out any day and check out the scenes. And this is my view. So if you guys are eager to see more of this, motivate me, because I'm told I don't show you guys enough, because I'm a podcaster. I don't like to walk around, but I'm seeing that I have to, because in order to rewrite what people think about Russia, you need to show them Russia in real time. I'm going to read some of the comments here. Ak said, it would be nice if you can visit a Ukrainian restaurant in Moscow to see the atmosphere, or any other non-Russian restaurant. Yeah, definitely. I actually know some Ukrainian places. I will definitely plan a trip there. I think that would be nice, because people think that Muscovites, Russians, despise Ukrainians, but they don't. There are actually so many murals here that glorify Ukraine. They weren't taken down, because as much as Ukraine wants to rip it off or wipe it off from the history books, wipe it out rather, Ukraine was the Soviet Union. This day is our victory, not our victory, but it's the Soviet Union's victory, and they were a part of the Soviet Union. And the culture is still preserved here. Nothing has been taken down that is Ukrainian. On the other hand, Ukraine, many things have been taken down. Many, many, many things have been taken down that are Russian. I don't know if you guys saw one of the articles that came out about a Ukrainian woman that was celebrating Victory Day, and she was arrested, a little grandmother, just for celebrating and honoring the 27 million lives that passed away defending the world. And she was dragged away in a police car. Unbelievable, right? And then in Russia, there are so many Ukrainian things. I can't wait to show you some of the murals, etc. I think we need to do a subway walkthrough next time to give you guys a look at how the subway looks. It's a very, very busy street. A lot of people have actually seen the president coming through a couple of times in the past few days because of the victory parade. The motorcade is incredible. I got chills when I saw it. But yeah. Now, for those of you watching, can you guess what is in the distance? What is peeking in front of me in the distance, rather? I'm trying to say something poetic, but it didn't come off. Write in the comments where you think I am right now and what historical site is in front of us. I'll give you a clue. It's not the blue square. It's a UNESCO heritage site, and it was also used as a barricade to protect the nation a while ago. And it was built by Ivan the Terrible. Who's a good guesser? Let me see in the comments. Well, if you're bright, you just read the title. But I guess I should have said, guess where I am. That would have been an interesting play on the live, but I've already exposed the whole purpose of this live, so yeah, whatever. It's cool. Also, guys, again, if I lose connection, stay here. My VPN is unstable, so I just have to connect. It will take we're approaching the largest monument in history. Almost lost the connection there. You saw that? Oh man, I love Russia so much, but one thing I would change, out of all these negotiations with the United States, I would sit at the table and I would say, guys, can we just make YouTube's server faster in Russia so that us creators can succeed? You know, and we can stay live and we can show people how beautiful this country is. No? You guys think I'm being unreasonable? I hope you don't think I am. I think it's pretty reasonable. But yeah, there is the beautiful Red Square in the distance. Yeah. We are at our destination. I don't know, I think we should cross. We could go down the tunnel. It might actually be better because I don't think there's a place to cross here. Again, we might lose the connection, so please be patient with me. I'm gonna go down the tunnel. We're going there. So yeah, stay here. Don't move a muscle. I promise you I'll stay here because my interview is canceled. I have a lot of time. Lots and lots of time. So be patient. I guess we'll go up here. That's the fastest way up the stairs. If you've noticed, every single part of this little excursion that we're on has resulted in you seeing a different type of architecture at every turn, because Moscow is quite unique in the sense that it has so many different sites and different architecture. So we're going there. I've actually forgotten how to get to the other side. I might need to find a place to cross. Ah, I see. I've gone the wrong way, guys. We're gonna go the long way. As a Muscovite, I'm so disappointed in myself. Let's walk down. We're gonna walk to the other part of the station. I guess the furthest way. It actually go through here. Here's one exit. If I lose the connection, please be patient with me. We're in Russia, so. I'm gonna exit through here. Lost you guys for a second. I'm back. Right. We're going to try this exit. I think we've picked the right one this time. I gotta take my. Yes, we did it. The Moscovite has finally succeeded. Oh crap. The Red Square is actually closed off. I don't know if I'm allowed to go through there. These sneaky fellows. I think because the tourism is high, there might actually be a charge at the gate, which is marvelous for the people that want to collect profit. I think there's actually an event that's happening. Let's go and find out. But I think it's not as easy as it was a few weeks ago. I probably need to search why that may be. But it seems like we might be closed off. Are people still going in? Let's get a closer look. But you guys can enjoy the sights while I'm trying to figure out where we need to go. I think it's closed off. I wanted to show you guys the beauty of the Red Square, but we might actually struggle to get in. I wonder if they're gonna make us pay. Strange, I've actually never seen it closed off. Yeah, it looks like it's closed. Or this entrance at least. We're gonna go down the other entrance. The main entrance is closed off. It might be because they are cleaning up the street. We're gonna take a little diversion because I'd like to show you guys a certain view of the street. So let's try a different direction. There's a lot of history here as well. It looks like a dream. It's like a fever dream. Everything is just so unrealistic. And I always say that some elements of the Kremlin actually look like candy. That's why it's so confusing, because I'm sweating, but at the same time, I can't zip my coat up because I'll start sweating more. And probably need to improve my cardio. Winter was a lot of stuffing my face in. But yeah, it's incredible. It's really incredible. I don't know if we'll be able to go through the Red Square today. They might be cleaning up. And I'm trying to get you guys a view. I can get you guys a view of the street, maybe, so that you guys can at least get the effect. But we can always have another live stream. But I think they're cleaning up. Yeah, it's pretty unique. Yeah, it's closed off. Look at that. It's really closed off. I guess because they're cleaning up and they don't want to be bothered. No, we'll see. Maybe we can find a spot that we can see the square from. Actually, here we can go up there, I guess. I'm gonna try and get you guys a look at the red square. Doesn't look very possible because it's clean. Sorry, it's locked up, closed off. Hi, Condor. Welcome to the live. Yeah, guys, it looks like we are closed off from the actual red square. And they also have barricades around it. So this is a really good restaurant, by the way. You can get really authentic Russian food, and you can definitely dig in. But it seems like the red square itself is closed off today. So what we'll do is we'll probably have another live stream next time, and I'll show you how the red square looks, because we have actually been closed off. Is it cold in Moscow? Yeah, man. It's really cold. Not at the moment. At the moment, it's a pretty chill day. It's 7 degrees Celsius. Nothing terrible. But I'm gonna take off some of my layers here because I'm actually beginning to sweat, believe it or not. I think the walking's not helping. My cardio is terrible. I feel like I've just been stuffing down food for the past few months, staying indoors. I'll give you guys a look while I'm taking off my jacket. I think I gotta take off my jacket. Yeah, I think we're gonna be moving on. Okay, I'm walking through the street of Moscow. I'm kind of upset. Oh, my microphone. 1 second. I'm gonna have to grab that quickly. All right, can you guys hear me well? I hope you can. I'm gonna clip this on my shirt. Very nice clouds though. Yeah, the view is incredible, man. I was trying to find a good space on my shirt to clip this. I was so excited today because I thought maybe I could do some live streams, but well, I am doing a live stream, but I wanted to show you guys the red square itself, but it's looking pretty hard because it's closed off. So yeah, I'm just gonna cool off a bit. We're gonna go back, and I will also show you some sites, maybe back there, because we're closed off. I gotta find a good spot. Where are you guys from as well? I know Ak in the live stream here. Condor, I've seen you in other streams as well. God, I'm sweating so much. Okay. We're gonna head back. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys a view. We're gonna come in from Arbat Street. I think that might be a brighter idea. You guys enjoying the music? Right. I might need to clip my microphone. If the audio is not clear, tell me. Quality of the stream could be better, low res. Yeah, man, I unfortunately don't decide on the quality of the stream because there's VPN that needs to be used. So when I go live, the shitty thing about it is like I'm kind of battling the fact that I need VPN for everything. So the res might go down a bit. Oh, yeah, of course, the quality could look better. Unfortunately, my friend, we are in Russia. Fortunately, actually. But the only thing that I despise is the fact that VPN is always needed for every single thing. So, again, if there are any people here that have any ties to the United States government, tell them that we need the VPN. Okay? Tell them we need the VPN to be eradicated and for YouTube to work well. Ah, yes, Condor, I know you actually. I've seen you on some of my streams. Seen you on some of my streams. Yeah, so we're gonna go back. I'm gonna head out in a bit. I just want to see if I can get you guys some other sites. But if you enjoyed this walk, tell me. We can do way more like this. I will probably head back the way I came because we are closed off. Try not to photobomb people. Are you guys a fan of Ferris wheels? There's one over there. For those of you that like Ferris wheels, there is a sight to see. I feel like I'm becoming a proper Moscovite because I'm actually sweating, believe it or not, and it's 6 degrees. And everyone else is wearing a coat. I just took mine off. So I think I'm going to get sick later though because I overdressed. And on top of that, there's this terrible wind. When I put my coat back on, yeah, it gets cold. But I think it's because I'm walking. My cardio sucks. So have you been to other parts of Moscow apart from the center? Yes, of course. I live here. I've been to almost every part, I think, but I'm still exploring. I think I would like to see more palaces, but I've been to Tsaritsyn already, seen a few, but there are a few places I have not seen, but I've been everywhere. Arbat Street is my favorite so far. Also places in the south. And the center is obviously the best. And there are a lot of tourists here. So many. I think that's why they closed it off. I think it would be ingenious if they're actually charging people to go to Red Square. It would be so smart. Because at this time of the year, there's so many people coming through. So many people coming through. So it would be so... Oh, is it open? Nah, it's still closed. Crap. Yeah, guys, I think they want you to buy a ticket. I'm not doing that. It's my city. So I'm not a tourist at this point. So I'm going to come back when all the foreigners go. I'm Russian. So when the foreigners go and the square is open again, I will show you guys how Red Square looks close up. But as of now, I am not paying for that. Hell no. We're going to head back. If you guys have any questions, feel free. Also, give me some suggestions if you want to see other places. I read in the comments, somebody said they wanted to see some Ukrainian restaurants. We can do that. We can actually head over to some Ukrainian joints and actually show you some sites. Let me get my jacket on. I needed my wife for this. I feel like that because putting on your coat, taking it off, and now it's cold again. God damn it. Okay. See, guys, we're benefiting each other because I need the cardio and you guys need content. There it is, 1945 to 2025. Victory. 80 years of victory, by the way. 80. Insane. For those of you that don't know, because maybe your history is probably scattered or rewritten to, I guess, benefit the Western view, Russia's the reason why we are safe. They won the World War. 27 million lives lost. And yet, I don't know why it's a consistent thing when people forget, but that's why we have the channel, so that I can educate you guys about that. I'm not exactly the guy to ask, but I would say I'm slowly becoming that guy. I don't know how many history books I've read as of late, but we're gonna go back. Lost you guys for a second. Place underground. If I lose you, sorry, we're going through a tunnel right now. So right. Let's go back up. Let's go to Arbat Street, actually. I reckon we can go to Arbat Street. We're going to stream there. I want to stream for an hour. Thank you for sticking around. So we're heading back. I'm going to go to Arbat Street because the Red Square is under, I don't know what, maintenance. But I saw some people lining up. They might be charging tourists to get inside because during this part of the year, there are a lot of people trying to come in to see the Red Square because of the Victory Day, which is over. But also Russians from other cities come to visit. So it's pretty crowded. I'm not going to pay the Red Square because it's free. But I guess now it's not because there's an abundance of tourists. Yo, Hamboy, what's up, man? I'm just walking down the streets of Moscow, soaking in the sun. Another interesting fact, guys. In Russia, there's an apteka in every corner. And an apteka is a pharmacy. There's one. We're going to count every time we get to a corner. I'm going to read the comments now. If you like nature, maybe you will like Strogina, for example. It's a very nice place with parks, a nice Moscow River bank. This park in the direction. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I've been to some natural sites, some landscapes in Moscow. I've been around to some beautiful parks, like Park Kultury, which is gorgeous, alongside the Moscow River. But I have not visited Arkhangelskoye. I think that's how you pronounce it. I might need to do that. Thank you for the suggestion, Condor. Thank you for the suggestion. Right. So guys, if you are new to the live or you just came in, we are walking the streets of the most beautiful city in the world, Moscow. St. Petersburg lovers, don't come for my neck. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh, well, you know, St. Petersburg is better. Shut your mouth. Moscow is the best city in the world. Okay, I'm just being biased because I've never actually been to St. Petersburg. I don't know if you guys know Igor in Russia, good friend of mine. He asked me Moscow or St. Petersburg because he is a lover of St. Petersburg and I'm a Moscowite and I'm extremely biased in my takes. So I was like, of course, Moscow, bro. Vdenha, yes, I've been to Vdenha. I feel like every time, oh, look at that site there. That view. Look at that. Feast your eyes on that one, boys. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I forgot what I was gonna say. Every corner is beautiful. I've been to Badenha many times, and every time I go there, I find something new. And I don't know why that's the case, because it's so big and there's so many activities. Somebody said, what's that? Meshesky Park, Saritsina. There's many. Yes, I've been to Saritsina. I actually am. So I've seen a couple of the the palaces. I went there with my mother-in-law for the first time and my wife. We had a little get together, like a little family walk gathering, and it was really nice. Beautiful views. So yeah, we can definitely put Saritsina on the list. Yo, it's Aiden. Love the videos, man. Hey, it's Aiden. That's my cousin, guys. Aiden is my cousin. He's my aunt's son, and he's in Zimbabwe right now. Show him some love. Show him some love. It's actually interesting because the channel has grown so much. I remember last year I had 150 subscribers, and it completely changed. Now we have 1,555. But I realize we're missing one element, and that's live streams. And I'm not such a technical guy. So I think maybe our live streams can be showing you Moscow. Let's just walk, talk, maybe get a cafe somewhere. Well, get a coffee in a cafe somewhere and just relax. Show you the sights. We are around Pushkinskaya. I'm gonna head over to Arbatskaya very soon. Would you like to visit Zimbabwe sometime? I mean, I'm from Zimbabwe, so definitely. For me, I always say how much I love Russia, but my home country is, of course, the first thing on my list, right? That's where I'm from. So I definitely want to visit. But I felt like, or I feel like, every time I go back, it's for a document. So I prefer to take my wife there for a trip. Maybe we could head over there to do some stuff like, I don't know, check out Victoria Falls or something like that. And believe it or not, guys, I'm a Zimbabwean, but I've never been to Victoria Falls. And that's so contradictory, I know. Because, one second, I was born in Botswana. I've only been to Zimbabwe, I think, about 5 times, 8 times. So yeah, I'm a pretty fake Zimbabwean, I guess. But I love my country, man, so much, so much. You got the victory flags everywhere. What would you suggest to visit in Zimbabwe? Man, you should definitely go to Victoria Falls. One, that's not even a discussion. If you want to see one of the greatest natural, I would say, sights of all time, Victoria Falls is the place to be. You've got to go to Victoria Falls. You can't go to Zim and not go to Victoria Falls. I sound very hypocritical because I haven't even been to Victoria Falls. But Victoria Falls, definitely. You need to head over to Harare as well, because Harare is basically the most developed place in Zimbabwe. Very nice architecture too. I remember I was there, I think 2 years back, and I showed my wife how it looked. She was like, what the, like, what? I'm like, yeah, They lie in the Western media. We actually have very beautiful cities. Not like this. I mean, this is abnormal, but we do have our own beautiful cities too. Don't sleep on Africa, man. And I feel like educational system is also pretty good in some places. I mean, I don't know how articulate I sound. I don't know if I'm tooting my own horn, but I'm extremely articulate, and that's because of Southern African education. So, yeah, developed places as well in Africa. Not Wakanda. Don't believe the stupid stories about Wakanda. But yeah, there are also some beautiful rivers to visit. Fishing, if you're into fishing, and safaris, man. You got to go to the safaris. If you're interested, I can also, I guess, talk about some different sites in one of my videos. But yeah, right now we're coming from Red Square. I'm going to go down to Arbat Street. It's a bit far, not so far, but I wanted to show you guys how Arbat Street looks. It's one of my favorite places to go in Moscow. And I love the place because it has this 18th century feel to it. Because if you look on the ground, I don't know what the term is. It's a certain brick. It starts with a C. Cobblestone, yes. There's cobblestone everywhere. And it just looks glorious. It looks like you're playing Assassin's Creed. Have you guys played Assassin's Creed? I was a heavy gamer back in the day. But I used to play Assassin's Creed, and when I go to Arbat Street, the cobblestone, the architecture, it kind of reminds me of Italy in some ways. Like if you play the Assassin's Creed game, there's basically different locations in Florence and Roma, and they have these cobblestones and scenes like that. And some parts of Moscow look like Europe. I mean, look at this. I could tell you that this is somewhere in, I don't know, Germany, and you'll believe me. Or I could say this is somewhere in Italy, and you'll believe me. But actually, I'm not really giving Moscow justice because my wife actually tells me that this is actually one of the most beautiful places in Europe, if not the most beautiful. Like, this is it. It's big, it's developed, this is it, right? But I can't really judge yet because I have not traveled to places around Europe. I haven't. Let me just give you guys a quick hi. I'm noticing I'm not showing my face. Yep. How's it going, family? I just wanted to show you guys my face because the whole stream, I've kind of been showing you the sights. I'll flip the camera in a second, but I don't want to be a faceless channel, so excuse me for that one. Moscow is the best. I miss it so much. Man, you should come through. We can grab a coffee or something. Right. So we're gonna head over to Arbat Street. I think that will be the last destination. I can't stream for this long. It's kind of something that's new to me. And I need to keep on chatting with my wife because she's gone somewhere. Just gonna make sure I'm okay. So I'm gonna go to Arbat Street. I'm gonna show you guys how Arbat Street looks. And then I'm gonna have a little Q&A with you guys. And after that, we will end the stream. So while we're walking to Arbat Street, tell me, is there something else you want to see? Anything? Do you want to see supermarkets? Do you want to see parks? Do you want to see tea shops? Do you want to see a concert. For those of you who are rap fans, Tiger's coming to Moscow soon. So I don't know if I can live stream the concert because there might be like a mosh pit or something. So my phone might be hit out of the way. But yeah, we are in Pushkinskaya now. One of my favorite streets. I do yoga here with my wife. And I also have a lot of interviews here too. Many, many interviews. I don't even know how many interviews I've done in Pushkinskaya, bro. I don't even want to lie to you. I don't even know. I lost count. I'll probably go to Arbat Street and I'll film some shorts over there because this is a perfect opportunity. Grab a coffee. I might grab a coffee. But the problem is I had one a couple of minutes ago, so it actually might be a bad idea because I guess I recently recovered from gastritis, so I couldn't drink coffee for a year. Now I can eat and drink whatever I want, with the exception of me sometimes feeling uncomfortable. But yeah, we can. I wish I could stream my yoga class for you, but I think that's not a good idea. Some people might feel uncomfortable, sweaty, groaning when they're trying to get into positions. Yeah, too much. Because I just healed. So I usually have like 1 cup of coffee every 3 days. I used to be a coffee monger, guys. A real coffee monger. I would have a coffee every day. And that's weird for me because I'm from a place where we drink tea. But not the tea that they drink in Russia. We drink our tea with milk. So we basically have this rooibos tea. And we drink it with milk and sugar. Or you can just have your rooibos tea without that. And it's different. It's really different. It took me a while to not put sugar in my tea as well. Because in Russia, you just drink tea straight off the bat, man. You dunk your tea bag in your water. And then you drink it. Just like that. But where I'm from, it's always milk, sugar. I feel like because the British have influenced us so much that, I don't know, we've kind of just lost our identity. Everything that we think is our culture is not our culture. It's the British. But that's what comes with colonization. So, you know. Anyway, the stream is about walking through Moscow. Let's not go down that route. I could give you a sermon on colonization of Africa, etc. But we'll save that one for another stream. What do you think about museums? Museums are good. I really enjoy some of the galleries around here, actually. I went to the biggest museum in Moscow. It was a gallery, no. It was a gallery. I don't think I've actually been to a couple of museums. Galleries, yes. But museums, huh? I'm pretty sure I must have. I've been to the Modern Museum of Arts, which I didn't really like that much because it kind of had some art pieces that are extremely modern that I'm not a fan of. Because I'm old school. I'm like late Gen Z, man. I was born in 1998. I'm lingering towards millennial. So my idea of art is completely different to what the kids nowadays find artistic or stylish. So yeah, we went there. I've been to a few other places. I've been to the Darwin Museum. It has all of the evolution of men. Oh, big place coming up. This is basically the Russian High Court building. Yeah, the biggest solicitors come here. So if you guys watch Power, basically the Angela Valdez would be here. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, you guys need to watch some Power. But we're gonna walk into Arbatskaya. Suggest you Pushkin Museum. It's interesting. Yes, I need to go to the Pushkin Museum. And I feel like the past year I've just been spending time traveling, which is weird. Like, I did not travel a lot when I came to Russia the first time, but I think I've been to like 2 different cities in the past 2 months, which is wild for me. But I'm actually missing a lot of things here in Moscow. I know the streets, but I feel like I need to visit more galleries and art locations. I want to go to more concerts. I've been to the theater a couple of times. The Pushkin Museum, yeah, definitely. I'd love to visit the Pushkin Museum. Pushkin and I have a very strange relationship because I appreciate his art, but I feel like I could appreciate it more if I spoke Russian. So there's that. It's 4:10 now. God, I need to hurry up. I'm meeting a friend here for dinner soon. So I think I'll probably hit Arbat Street, and then we'll look at a couple of things together, and then we'll move on. And I'll probably end the stream. If you guys have any questions, please ask. Just feel free to give me any questions that you have. Oh, guys, this Lenin. Look at that. Lenin over there. More victory flags. I just love how Russian people love their country. We don't have that back home. You know, this patriotism is something that does not happen back home. Russian people love their country. I feel like back home we're just complaining, you know? Well, maybe because of corruption. I mean, it makes sense. But, you know, they really love their country. But I feel like the better you make a place, the more people love it, right? So that's my advice to African leaders. If you want the people to love the country more, do things that benefit the people. Can't just love you for no reason. So I think over there we have Lenin, and that might be Karl Marx over there. I'm going to take you guys to Fashion Central. So on this street, there used to be so many branded clothing, but due to the fact that there was a Ukrainian war, not war, was it the special military operation? Yes. After that, a lot of the brands basically left because they said that they condemn Russia and what it stands for. So brands like Prada, Louis Vuitton, and other places left. They were basically virtue signaling because they said they did not want to be a part of such an atrocity. McDonald's too, but now they want to come back. So some serious issues, man. I think they realized they lost a big market because Russian people love the McDonald's. But we got Vkusny Tochka now, so we don't need that. I love how we say we. Like I've become Russian. I'm not Russian. But man, I just want the best for these people. They're my people too. We're homies. So also look, is Harry Winston. That is no longer working. I feel like they just need to tear these places down. Hermes over there. They need to tear these places down, and they just need to start from scratch and just put Russian brands. That's what I would do. Because all of these brands basically dunked on Russia, and they said, oh, you guys are full of it, and, you know, they support Ukraine and all of that, and then they left. But I feel like this could be a perfect opportunity. Some of them came back. Look, La Rosa Diamonds. I don't know if that's Russian, actually. There's an excursion here. And this street is basically what used to be known as the street that rich people would visit, you know. But GUM is even worse in terms of pricing, man. Yo, the pricing is crazy. You go to GUM and you want to spoil your girl, you better be carrying a heavy load of cash, a wad of cash, because it is incredulous. You basically store life savings. Brands still paying rent, keeping the place. I guess, yeah. They must be paying rent because a lot of them are still here I think they're waiting for everything to blow over, and I think the States and Russia are getting closer, so they're just basically going to go back to being inverted commas friends. So maybe that's why. But I feel like we're basically the abused person in this relationship. Belarus is a Russian diamond mining company. Thank you, Condor. You're educating me. I'm the expat, guys. Condor is helping out. Oh, somebody got married. Look at that. Congratulations. She didn't hear me, but she got married. I'm actually going to show you, speaking of diamond companies, there's actually a Botswana diamond company here in Moscow. It's actually an Easter egg that not even my wife knew. I'm going to show you a Botswana diamond company. Now, the Netherlands own half of the shares because during the colonization of Botswana, they basically were mining illegally, basically. And then they sold half of the shares to the locals when they left. Oh, here's the Marriott. There's the Marriott Hotel. For those of you that have a lot of money, feel free to come here. I actually just want to spend one night here. That would be nice. I think one night is probably like 1,000 rubles, I reckon. I got to check the pricing. But yeah, look there. You got Philip Lane. I'm trying to look for De Beers. I saw De Beers a couple of, I think it was a year ago. Maybe I'm on the wrong street, but I saw De Beers. And De Beers is actually a Botswana-owned, half Netherlands-owned diamond company. Because I was born in Botswana, and they are known for having the most expensive diamonds in the world, right? And also the most. I think we compete with Russia. It's Russia and Botswana with the most diamonds in the world. So there's a fact for you. But I don't see where De Beers went. Did they leave? Maybe they left. There's Tiffany and Co. Our good friends still paying rent. If you want an alternative, buy from Sakalov or Karatov, although it's actually more expensive. There's Chanel over there. No, Karatov is actually the same as Tiffany and Co. I think the same pricing. I love the street because sometimes they even have Chinese things that they put up here. Like during the Chinese New Year, they actually put up a stand there. And you know how China and Russia are best buddies. It's actually an amazing relationship. I don't know if you guys watched the victory parade, but when she came through, oh, there's a Lamborghini in the background. Ah, damn it, I missed it. You guys can't see it. That was a lovely Easter egg for the people that say there's no foreign cars in Russia anymore. Yeah. What we'll do is we have two options. I think we'll go down there, or we can go down there. But there's not so much to see down there. We have a lot of cobblestone down there, though. But I don't know what we would be looking at. We're going to go down here. Check out some sites here, and then I'm going to end the stream. Yeah, the Marriott did not leave. The Marriott is not into the virtue signaling, my friend. They wanted to make money. That is it. End of discussion. At night, this looks extremely beautiful. You won't get the full effect because right now it's kind of bright. But yeah, we're just gonna walk to the end here, and I'll end the stream. Comment down in the comment. What am I saying? Comment down in the comments. Jesus, the cold has gotten into my nose. Is there any Zimbabwean businesses in Moscow? Good question. I actually need to find out. I haven't really looked But I think that would be an interesting story to tell. Hmm. Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite streets, but it looks completely different at night. You might set up one. Man, I would. I would sell sadza and muriwo and all the Zimbabwean foods, my guy. I'll put Russians onto the grub. But yeah, yes. I wanted to show you guys some things here, then I'll stop. We've got some paintings. I actually put some celebrities down there. That's funny. Yeah. I feel like the cold is getting to me now. Might need to zip up my jacket soon. But this is one of my favorite places. Let me show you. Yeah, they do. They have African restaurants. There are a lot of Ethiopian restaurants and Nigerian ones. Sorry. Nigerian ones are really popular, I think, because when people think Africa, they think Nigeria. We gotta change that, guys. It has to be Zimbabwe. Let's put each other on the map. I love the street at night. These are some of the restaurants. Some people, I don't know what they were doing. So in Moscow, there is actually an abundance of different African restaurants at Ruden, which is a really big university that has a lot of Africans. So, cuisine that is African. We need to go there too. We should go. We should definitely go there. Yeah. But I think this is also closed off. I need to see. I might need to turn back. Feeling a little bit chilly. And to be honest with you, my arm is getting tired. I brought my stand, but I forgot the magnet. So my phone was supposed to clip on. But here I am looking like an idiot, lifting it all around Moscow. So, what questions do you have? Feel free to ask. We're getting into live streaming more, guys. I'm trying to appease you because a lot of you said that I should do more live streams. So this is me appeasing you, appeasing your needs. Trying to look for some Easter eggs for you guys. We're actually going in the direction of the Red Square again. We need to end the stream here. I'm gonna find a place to sit, or you could actually join me on my way back. How do you cope with Russian cold? Well, I just wear the same. I just wear the right stuff, I would say. I actually came around back. Look at that. I went in a circle. Do you guys remember the statue? Back to your question. I'm going to go back. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm thirsty. Maybe not coffee, but water. I cope with the cold by wearing the right stuff. That's basically it. Because as an African, I already despise the cold. I am a child of the sun, right? But I have noticed the cold doesn't matter if you understand what you're supposed to wear. So if it is uh, negative 20 degrees, you wear a trench coat that is for negative 20 degrees. If it is plus 10, you wear a coat that is plus 10. I'm going to walk on the other side because people are walking terribly. 1 second. Um, if it's spring, you wear your spring jacket. So the cold doesn't really get to me, but in some winters, like the winter when I went back home for New Year's, it got to negative 20 before I left, and I won't lie, I was dying. But with the right attire, it's good. But I feel like when it gets to a certain temperature, even with the right attire, it won't work. So I cope by wearing warm stuff. I also drink a lot of coffee. And I also make sure that I'm not outside so much during winter time. But nowadays jackets are so advanced. They even have thermal, I don't know what they call them. Thermal something, I don't know. We need some water, man. I can't even talk anymore. Let's find a place where we can get some water. There is no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothes. End of story. I should have gone the other way because we've pretty much just gone in a circle. So, yeah. To somebody handing out posters. It's Siberian saying. Sorry. Okay, guys. I'm gonna head out. I need to get some water. And I'll see you guys next time.